people of the world.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Historia. Yeah. That was beautiful. I'm Kylie.
I'm Jamie.
We're always here to welcome you with a beautiful intro. Oh. How you doing, Jamie?
I am so freaking hot.
Yeah, it's very hot right now.
Ugh.
The sun should pass very soon, hopefully.
It's almost September. Like, I want the heat to stay
Yeah.
for a little bit longer. Like, after my wedding, then I'm like, okay, cool down.
Yeah, makes sense.
I bought some fall clothing, so I'm ready. But I don't want to die of heat stroke in the middle of the day, so I have to stop myself.
I need to figure out what I'm wearing to your wedding. Oh, I gotta find a cute little fall dress. Are you excited for the wedding?
I am. That's literally, we had a family get together on Sunday, and that's all everyone kept asking me. Are you excited? Are you excited? And I'm like, no, I'm ready to walk. Like, yes, I'm excited, but I'm also like trying to figure out everything that I still need.
Yeah, the last couple months are always stressful, but
I know, like, I think I have something done, and then I'm like, shit, I don't have this done.
it'll get there.
But I mean, you're my host, so
Still don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'll figure it out.
literally set everything up before we get there,
Oh, okay, I can do that.
and then probably work the music
I can do that.
and hold on to
Sure.
Remy, which is the biggest job.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'll just be like,
And I'll be like, it's okay. I'll just hold him like a baby.
he looks so dapper in his little bow tie that I got him.
Oh, I'm excited.
Such a handsome boy. And I got James. So we're not going to have Layla at our wedding because she is a very timid dog. She doesn't like people. She likes other dogs. Doesn't like people except the ones in her inner circle. We've tried working through this, but border collies are very hard to get out of that mojo.
Right.
Unless you really, really spend like every waking moment doing that. But so we decided not to have her in the wedding just because of her stress levels. We don't want her to be stressed. So I decided to get James for his wedding socks, border collie ones.
Nice.
And I have them.
I get to see them. I'm so excited.
I keep forgetting to take them out of my purse, so I've been showing everyone at work too.
I'm very excited to see these. It looks just like her. Oh, I love those.
Yeah, well, we got them at the mall in the pet store that they have there. And they had like a tumbler mug of just border collies. I didn't see any of Aussies, which I was a little disappointed. But then they had pajama bottoms of border collies.
Did you get them?
No, I thought
man.
about it, but I was like, oh, they're so stinking cute. But
Oh, so cute. Love that.
so yeah, that's like a little part of her to be in the wedding, even though she won't be there.
Yeah, she'll be there in spirit.
Yeah.
I should just have like a picture frame of her and just like put her in a chair in remembrance of Layla. She's not dead. She's just too timid. She's just too timid to be here.
Oh, poor baby.
Screaming. There we go.
How you been?
Pretty good. Yeah, I just started a new job. It's been a while since we've recorded, I feel like. But
I know.
And thanks for letting us take a little break. Yeah.
It's been chaotic.
Yeah, I just started a job as a server, which I actually love. Like, I'm having a blast. Our opening night, because it's a brand new restaurant, just opened like 2 days ago. And our opening night was poppin'. It was so much fun. I had like 4 tables. I got really good tips. I was like, I can get used to this.
Ooh.
So I think it'll be fun having like 2 part-time jobs.
Yeah.
And still being able to have a life instead of having my full-time job and like hating everything. So
You know what? That is just how it is in your 20s.
yeah, exactly. So I'm loving it for now. Hopefully forever, but yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's any other updates. I don't really think so.
I mean, if we have any more, we'll say it in the next
Yeah,
episode.
we like to just chitter chatter, and we're recording like 4 episodes tonight just to get ahead of the game. So, yeah. Okay,
I got a good one tonight.
I'm excited. What are we talking about?
It's mythology.
Oh, yeah, because we were just talking about how we're going to do mythology.
Yes, and I decided wholeheartedly to commit to that.
Okay.
Because I actually, funny as this is, I've been watching Supernatural at my job as like background noise, and they do like a lot of mythology episodes where it's like, oh, a god is like killing people, so they have to kill that god.
Fun.
And one of the episodes, they did one on this specific mythology person, and I was very intrigued. I was like, I know this story. I remember learning it in my antiquity class for some reason, and I loved it. I thought it was very interesting, and it's pretty common in other lore too.
Okay.
And when I tried looking it up, it didn't really come up as anything.
Interesting.
For like a lot of other ones. So I'm like, I guess I would have to dig deeper in that. So, but I love this. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
You better strap on in.
Put my seatbelt on. We're good.
And off we go. So we are coming back with another mythology episode. Now, this story has several adaptations in their own way in other mythologies and religions, like every story does. Fight me on that if you don't agree, but it's true. But I feel this one is popular when you hear the story. Maybe not. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know how your life is. So today I'm going to be covering the mythology of a specific Greek titan.
Oh.
A titan that, well, Zeus loathed.
Oh, no.
Any ideas?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Who is it?
So, now let's give an introduction to our man of the hour. Today, I am speaking on Prometheus.
Ah, okay. I don't know much about this guy.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because I feel like his story is probably some of the most important for the human people.
Oh, okay. Well, you caught my attention.
Yeah. So, if you are not familiar with Titans, I believe we discussed briefly in our first mythology episode on how they ruled before the Olympian gods did. So, it was just like Kronos is one of them.
Okay, yeah.
Which was the daddy of Zeus.
Zeus's daddy.
Zeus's daddy. Ooh. Now, Prometheus, he was actually a Titan. He was not a Greek god. To know Prometheus a little bit better, let's get to his backstory.
Okay.
Because, every Greek mythology, there has to be a backstory.
Of course.
From Hesiod's Theogony, it spoke a lot about the Greek gods. It was said that Prometheus's father was Iapetus, and his mother Clymene, or also known as Themis, who was sister of Cronus. So, and he was the Titan that ate all the Olympian gods except Zeus.
Same old.
Yeah. And it's funny too because like a lot of like the names do change depending on the history of them and depending on the work that it comes from. Hesiod's, he called I believe he called Prometheus's mom Clymene, but if you look at like the whole like tree of it, she's Themis. So it's like the names always change, but I think it's like
it's the same thing though.
Yeah, how it was translated.
Okay,
it's all about translations.
Gotcha.
Now, along with his parents were his siblings. So he had siblings as well. So there was Epimetheus, Menoetius, and Atlas. Atlas is probably one of the most popular, if we know of. He's a Titan. I think he holds the world on his shoulders, if I remember that correctly. If not, I'm going to look into that.
He's a strong boy.
Yes. Now, they were all pretty powerful Titans, and he, out of his siblings, was the trickster of them. So he was a low-key Loki. They all had roles when it came to the world itself. As the trickster, when the battle between the Olympian gods and the Titans ensued, it was brought up by Prometheus to use tricks towards the gods. So he was on the on the side of Titans, was helping Cronus, being like, yo, I got you, what you need. He was like, let me tell you of how to defeat the Olympian gods. You got to use tricks, you got to use manipulation. And they said no. They were like, no, your idea is stupid. Like, back off.
Dang.
And Prometheus was hurt by that. He was like, I'm trying to help you not get defeated by this child.
Yeah.
Who has a lightning bolt, but here you are telling me no, so I'm not going to stand for that. It was eventually that Prometheus decided that the Titans were going to lose the battle and then sided with the Olympians. He survived the battle and started the next phase of his life in the clouds. So,
Casual.
Titans lost. I need to look into that battle because I'm curious to know, like, what actually happened to the Titans then.
Yeah.
Because, like, Prometheus, he chose the right side, but, like, what happened to his family? Because obviously his siblings are still a part of the story and everything, but that's something that I want to look a little further into this battle because it has to have some significance to, like, what happens to them and then how does that affect all the other Titans that were not entirely involved. I don't know. In the mythology there are many different ways this mythology is written. It all came back to that Prometheus had involvement with the creation of humanity. So you, me, everybody, man, woman, child, everybody. He helped create them. In some, he and his wife, Pyrrha, found the human race. So they found them instead of created them, but it's just like they had a huge influence of acknowledging that the human race was a thing and that they were on Earth and that they felt the need to protect them or to have some sort of involvement with them.
Okay.
And others, he was the first man, he made the first man out of clay.
Oh, love that. Mm-hmm. Talent.
I find that the one that he made the first man out of clay, I think that's probably the most popular one.
Okay.
If you've heard of the Prometheus legend. But
that's like what he's known for?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there are a couple where like his brother helped him. And then there's like his wife helped or found them with him. And then there's just so many adaptations. A popular myth about the creation of humanity was that Prometheus and Epimetheus were given the task to give all creatures and things that were created by all other gods gifts. And when Epimetheus did so liberally, so he like pretty much all creatures on Earth and stuff, he just like sprinkled out all of like the things to help protect them, help keep them alive and whatnot. He did so all liberally, but when it came to the humans, they were like the very last thing. There was none left to give like gifts and stuff. So like protection of some sort. So we got screwed over in that department.
Wow.
Yeah. So you have like birds have feathers and some have like the ability to pretty much camouflage itself. Same with like lizards and snakes and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's the gifts like that
Gotcha.
Animals are able to protect themselves that we don't have. I think the only gift that we really got was like maybe some sort of intelligence, but I question that every day with humanity.
Yeah.
So this is why humans don't have any fur unless you count our little tiny hairs.
I was going to say, we got fur, sort of.
It doesn't really cover much to like your pets.
Yeah, it doesn't really keep you warm.
We have no wings, no ability to really protect themselves at this point. Now, we really got screwed when it came to not receiving gifts. We were very upset, but we didn't know.
Imagine if we could fly.
That would be pretty sick.
We all just like fly away. You just like look out your window and someone's just flying.
Dude, we wouldn't even need to create cars. Yeah. But you know people will get lazy enough to like not really care. I mean, it's kind of like what was that one Disney movie that came out during COVID with the blue people? With Tom Holland and Chris Pratt.
Yeah, what's that called? Oh gosh.
Onward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it would be like that. 100%.
Yeah. Pretty crazy to think about. I just imagine like you're, instead of like getting in your car to go on vacation, you're just like, all right, kids, let's go fly. And you just see like a family flying in the sky. Oh, man. Chaos. That would be pure chaos.
Dude, there would be traffic in the sky.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. Now, due to this predicament, the human race would continue to struggle to stay alive. This was between harsh weather and ability to protect oneself from... How rude.
Sounds cars going off. Jeez.
So between the harsh weather, inability to protect oneself, and starvation, it was looking like this creation of humanity was bound to fail. I'm surprised it hasn't yet.
Yeah.
It's been close on several occasions with disease, but...
No idea how we've made it this far.
I don't know.
Probably
either.
just because there's so many of us.
Probably. Now, Prometheus felt bad for the creation. Unlike his siblings and the other gods on Mount Olympus, Prometheus felt bad and wanted to do something for the gods' creation. And I think when this comes back to that he made the first man out of clay myth, that he kind of looked to them as like a father figure or just like a parent figure to see what they created, to see it flourish, to see it do well. And then he's seeing from this perspective that his creation is failing because his brother didn't help gingerly to help divide, make sure that the human race had the ability to protect oneself from prey, from predators, and then to survive with like having fur and stuff like that just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So he wanted to help out as much as he could. To help humanity, Prometheus came up with a plan. Sneaking into the workshop of Hephaestus. I think he's the god of metalwork.
Okay.
And the workshop of Athena. Now, Prometheus searched for what he could give for humanity. He was just creeping through the workshop, throwing things around, trying to find what could he do to help humanity survive. He was like, it has to be something that they will be able to keep warm because they don't have fur. To be able to have it to be able to survive with nutrition, because obviously when they eat this raw meat, they're not surviving. So something to help them eat, and then something to help protect themselves from predators.
Yeah.
So he searched all that he could. And in his search, he found that he decided humanity needed most was fire. So fire can do all of that.
I couldn't. I was like trying to think of what the answer would be. Can't believe I didn't get that.
No, fire.
I'm like, what keeps you warm? That makes sense.
Yeah, so he decided to give the human race fire. He found that fire could be of many uses for humanity, but the hard part was getting it out of Olympus now. But an idea came to mind, and Prometheus would go on and hide the fire in a hollow fennel stalk and descended his way down to Earth. So he got through Olympus, probably got stopped by a couple people, because you know that always happens in the movies. Probably like, hey, Prometheus, what are you doing in the workshop? He's probably like, oh, looking for some more tools to make man out of clay, or like an alien out of clay, just freak them out. And they're probably like, oh, that's super cool. Like, what are you doing with that stock? Oh, just using it.
Using it.
I gotta go.
Don't ask questions.
Prometheus would then go down to Earth to the humans and present the fire to them. He explained how the fire would keep them warm, cook their food, and all that they could to keep them alive, especially against predators. Little did they know that they would use this way too much to their advantage and burn forests.
Yeah, burning shit down.
But of course, that Prometheus didn't think of that, which you never know. In this version of the myth, he would then present metalworking to humans as well. So he stole a few little gadgets from the workshop and was like, hey, this is a hammer. Use it. This will help you. And they're like, oh my God, that's so cool. Let's make a wheel.
Okay.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it depends on which myth you really look into. Now, Prometheus to the Greeks was highly looked upon for what he gave the humans, but Olympians did not care for what he did. They were like, really? You're helping these naked mole rat people? Like, really?
Naked mole rat.
He was like, why not? Like, this is great. Like, we didn't give them like a gift to be able to protect themselves. Like, I gave them what should have been needed. And of course, everybody was like, I don't think you realize what they're going to do in the future.
Oh, no.
Okay. In another version of the myth, it was a trick that Prometheus did to Zeus that caused the fire tiff. So, in another version, he didn't just steal it from a workshop or whatever. He tricked Zeus.
Okay.
Prometheus tricked Zeus into eating bone and fat instead of the finest meat.
Oh, what a trickster.
But Zeus found out and wanted to punish Prometheus.
Oh, shit.
Knowing Prometheus had a soft spot for his humans, Zeus decided to take fire away from humans. So in this myth, humans already had fire.
Oh, okay. So now it's gone.
Yes.
He took it.
Yes.
Got it.
Zeus is such a dick.
Fire stealer.
Yes. Fire. Oh, he's a fire thief.
Oh, yeah.
So lightning thief.
Yeah.
Now, this caused humanity to start to struggle, which that was a problem that in the other myth they already had before all of this.
Oh, yeah. So it all kind of comes together.
Yeah. So it's
Either
like
way,
they're
humans are
similar.
struggling.
Yeah, they're similar, but they're different.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's all about interpretation. Prometheus could not stand for this and decided to steal back the fire for the humans. So while Zeus wasn't looking, taking a shower, or hooking up with a human,
Yeah, probably.
he stole it, to which Zeus found out.
He always does.
Either story, it resulted in the same way. Zeus was pissed and Prometheus had to pay.
Oh, no.
In finding out about the theft of the fire from Olympus to average people, Zeus was to make sure the creator of man would have to pay. He wanted to make all of the gods know he was not messing around. Because, of course, like, it's a tactic for power, which is pretty much Zeus has to do to keep his, like, power.
He's got to be in the control.
Yeah, because if he doesn't feel like he's in control, then he believes that the other gods are going to take advantage of him, which I mean is true. But
he wants to be the most powerful, and
I think too because Prometheus is a Titan. That I say that's so weird. Titan.
I know I was going to comment on that earlier.
Well, I don't want to say Titan.
Titan.
So
Titan.
But because he was
true. You do kind of have to put an emphasis on the T.
I know. It looks like I'm tying. But like because Prometheus is a Titan, that Zeus is like, I have to put as much power control over him because I don't want another situation that happens with Cronus.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like Prometheus is like not on that level because he's just trying to be nice and just
he's just
normal.
like, I'm just trying to help the humans out.
He's like, I'm not trying to take over the world. I'm just trying to give them something. So, but Zeus is just a dick.
Zeus is Zeus.
Zeus would take Prometheus to the Caucasus Mountains. If you are not familiar with this area, to the Greeks, this mountainside was the representation of the end of the world.
Oh.
This would be part of the ultimate punishment for Prometheus. So I looked up the mountains because I was like, what the hell is this? But yeah, it's just like a isolated mountainside in the middle of nowhere to where like if you got stuck there, you're not surviving or coming out. So he wanted to make sure that Prometheus was away from everybody, which is a punishment in itself because he wasn't going to be able to see his creation flourish and start to grow. And that's like one of the ultimate punishments, but Zeus had other things planned. Believe it or not, just putting him in a corner of the world was not going to sit well either. He was like, I got to do something more than this. It was not enough for Zeus that Prometheus was secluded in this isolated mountainside. He had to make it worse. Zeus would chain Prometheus to a large rock on the mountainside and every day sent an eagle to eat his liver.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a choice.
As Prometheus is a titan, his liver would regrow each day, and each day he would have to live with the torture.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So he was immortal, so there was no way that he was going to be able to die, and Zeus knew this. So he was like, I'm just going to make your life a living hell.
Wow.
I'm not going to send you to Hades. No, I think you guys would be BFFs. I'm going to make it much worse. You're going to be alone, and your only friend is going to be an eagle who's going to eat your liver every day. And it's not even just like eat it in one bite. It's like little by little pecks.
Oh.
Yeah, all day. And then like throughout the night, it regrows. And then back in the morning, it starts to do the same thing. And this would go on for thousands of years.
Oh my God. You're like, okay, fine, eagle, go ahead.
Pretty much.
Good morning.
Pretty much. And that was like, I'll explain like the supernatural episode because they're never correct later, but like just for like adaptations of that it's made. But like that just sucks.
That does. Oh my God.
I can't imagine. Oh, I would lose my mind. I would never be able to forgive Zeus.
Yeah. No.
I would become Cronus.
Yeah, I would definitely not stay calm.
Mm-hmm. Now this was not the last of Prometheus. Shocker. Mm-hmm. Many years passed until someone arrived on that rock. Mm-hmm. Can you guess who that was?
Arriving on the rock. Who was it?
This was not some ordinary something. This was our hero, Heracles.
Oh, of course.
Hero.
It's got to come in.
Yeah.
Got to have the music with it.
It's not Hercules because it's not Roman.
Correct.
So it's great. So Heracles, on his 11th labor, was in search for the apples of Hesperides.
Has something.
Yes. So I actually want to cover. Did you cover Hercules?
No, we never did.
Because he does 12 labors. So that would actually be a pretty good episode.
There you go. Yeah,
because it's very dark.
Okay, we love a dark episode.
I believe he murders his wife.
Love.
So on his 11th labor, along the way, he ran into Prometheus up on the rock. He just like appeared and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" Prometheus was like, "Hold up, I'm about to have an eagle come flying at me and eating."
Hold on, I gotta get my liver eaten real quick.
Yeah. Like, just give me a sec. And Heracles was like, no, I need to talk to you now. So Heracles came in and killed the eagle that was repeatedly devouring his liver. Hi.
Delilah really wants to be involved.
Hi, baby. Hi. You got a big old head.
Wow, I'm sure you guys can hear the licking.
Hi, baby.
Go do something.
I got dog slobber on me.
You guys can't play in here. No. All the way out. There you go.
Wow. So, Heracles came in, swooped in, was like, I need to talk to you now. And he would slay the eagle. So the eagle is now dead.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone. Jesus.
Yeah. So Heracles unchained Prometheus and was like, "Yo, I need some help." Now, there are many assumptions of why Zeus would let Prometheus free. Because Zeus hated Prometheus at this point, you would think he would keep a super close eye on him. And having his son come in and save him, like, what is the meaning behind that? So it's like you kind of have to think of that. It's like there has to be a reason as to why Zeus would allow this.
Yeah,
in a
that's
sense,
very
it's like
interesting.
it's not just going to happen.
Right.
One is that he wanted Heracles to look like a hero to the people, so he would complete his labors more and get the support of people, so he could go on to Olympus. And there is also another assumption that Prometheus knew of the secrets that Zeus wanted to know. So certain secrets about certain somethings. It didn't really go into explanation. And he knew the only way that he could do this was by letting Prometheus go. And Heracles was on his 11th labor, so why not?
YOLO.
Prometheus decided to help the demigod in succeeding in his labor and gave Heracles information about the apples he was searching for. He instructed that Heracles go to his brother Atlas, who was Prometheus' brother, to retrieve them. Now, I am surprised that Prometheus did not seek revenge on the god. I would have lost my shit. I would have gone full Titan mode.
Absolutely. He's really good at keeping his composure.
I know, which is like, it's so sad because you're stuck there for like thousands of years being pecked at by an eagle.
Yeah.
But instead, Prometheus continued on with his life, being forced on wearing. So he wasn't actually. So I metaphorically meant like getting his chains undone, but Zeus still made him wear his chains, like dragging them and stuff, because that was like a reminder of his time on the mountain and what Zeus was capable of. So like if he was just wandering up in Olympus, all the other gods would be like, okay, we know not to mess with Zeus because of like what he did to Prometheus, who was like older than us.
Yeah.
So that, so it's sad, but it is. At least he was free, though.
Right.
Prometheus deserved better than what Zeus punished on him. But the story of Prometheus lived on in Greek society. The Greeks worshipped Prometheus a lot as he was the one who gave them fire, and also the ability to start with metalwork. He contributed to the push for science and culture towards the Greek culture. The people loved him, and each year there would be an annual torch race held in the Titan's honor.
Oh.
Because of fire. I'm guessing that helped with like the Olympic Games and why the torch thing is so big.
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh yeah, that would. Yep. It's clicking. Torch, fire, Olympics.
And this makes more sense too because Prometheus was big in Athens, which they had the Olympics in Athens.
Wow, mind blown.
He would quite frequently appear on pottery. It was about 7 BCE that this art would start to be noticed about Prometheus. So it was a lot of the art would be of him being punished by the eagle. So you literally see him just being on a rock like, ah. And you see the eagle like swooping in, like tearing out his insides.
Hot.
Yeah, and I'm like, why would you want this on a vase? But I'm like, it's your Greek god.
They're
So
just like, wow, look at that beauty.
It makes sense.
I love watching an eagle eat his liver. It's so fun to see.
Gross. Prometheus and his myth would live on in Greek mythology, and he is not the only one with the origin story. So before I get on to the other ones, there is also a sacrifice that would be made of Prometheus that the Greek people would do. So with doing a sacrifice of like a certain animal or something, it's based off the myth where Prometheus gave Zeus the fat and the bone instead of the meat.
Yeah.
And so what they do of like an animal is that they eat the meat for themselves and then sacrifice the bone and the fat.
Oh, okay.
For Prometheus. And I'm like, savage.
Wow, that is savage.
I don't go for sacrifices, but that one's probably the most interesting.
Sacrifices.
Now, I tried to look to see how many other origin stories are very similar to this. And the one that I got pushed to do that I'm not going to like retell his story because I want to do it separately is Maui, who is quite similar, like from Moana or whatever.
That's my car's name.
Really?
Yeah, because it used to be a rental car in Hawaii.
I love that. So the mythology for Maui is a little bit different. I find it's a little bit more, I mean, they're both devastating. But Maui is definitely a little bit different, but it's still the same line as they both try to give something to the humans and were punished for it. So that is pretty much Maui. And then the other one that I found was it was like Pakamit something. Oh god, I can't remember the name. I can't really pronounce, and I couldn't find when I clicked on it. It was like almost the same exact story, but I think it was some Middle Eastern story that had that same type of myth that he provided fire for the humans and got punished by it.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit different. So I think he was the best Titan by far because he actually cared for people. He didn't let his anger get the best of him after he got released.
That is hard to do. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm not even a Titan and I'm like,
So that was Prometheus.
wow, fascinating. Now that I'm looking at this candle and I know where it came from. That little flame.
Came from Prometheus.
Wow, that was a good one. I love it. We haven't done mythology in so long.
I know. I think the last one was my birthday one last year.
That was the last one. It's almost been a year.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. So I know I did another Greek one, but like, because in the Supernatural episode, it was originally where Heracles never saved Prometheus. So like up until like freaking 10 years before that episode took place, Prometheus like got off the mountain and like somehow ran into this chick. They had a kid and then he dies literally every day.
Okay.
And so they were like trying to figure out why this guy was dying. And then finally they found that, oh, he's Prometheus because that's what he does is that he dies every day.
Yeah.
And so that I'm not going to spoil the ending.
But is there an eagle in it?
No.
Oh.
No. But.
Damn it.
I know.
What season is this? Because there's so many freaking seasons.
7?
One of the like middle-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a pretty good episode. It's kind of like a standalone episode, but Zeus is involved.
Fun.
Yeah. And then I believe Artemis is involved as well.
Okay.
So watch that episode. You'll learn a little bit more about Prometheus.
I learned where fire came from.
Yay!
That is the only explanation. Nothing else.
Nothing else. So where can you find us?
You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at Historia the Podcast. And you can email us at historiathepodcast@gmail.com.
I love that.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Well, we will. This is the end of this episode. Stay tuned for next week.
And I think this is our last episode of August.
It's almost September.
It's almost Jamie's birthday.
Almost my birthday. My birthday this year is on Saturday.
I don't remember.
Saturday.
We have some fun birthday plans, though, for you. Going to the drive-in.
Yes, I asked Erica about it, and she was like, what? And I was like, oh, yeah, you weren't in the car with us.
Oh, she wasn't. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll text the other people and see if they're still coming.
Yeah. Cool.
So, yeah, we'll catch you next week.
I was going to explain that. We were going to the drive-in. There's a drive-in nearby, and we're watching, what movies is it?
Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think it was a Chainsaw Massacre.
I think so, too, yeah. So it'll be like a fun little scary movie, sit in the car.
Dude, I'm so ready for
chicken tenders.
Yeah, I'm so ready for their chicken
Jamie
tenders.
always talks about their chicken tenders.
They're so good.
Yeah, we're gonna get you a good birthday. Don't even worry. All right.
Lots of blankets.
Love you all so much, and we'll see you next week.
Bum, ba-da, bum, 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 bum.